After the turnover, here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he stopped immediately there. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and though they said those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Vic Fangio, an old-school coach, but he's going to go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
First down, Denver.
Locke now on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Bradley Chubb.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line. Left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Wilson, he lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Now Wilson on first down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They run it with Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With no
second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Now it's Carson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Oh, we got plenty of fight, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Seahawks nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
9-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's good.
They needed a yard. They got it. First down. On first down, Carson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Hand off to Chris Carson.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 13 yards remaining on second down. Here's Wilson to throw. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The stop made by Jarrell Casey. Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. This is Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up second and
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
another Seahawks.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
10 at the 13-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
The keeper.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. But that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jarrell Casey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
Wilson's pass.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Locke. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Pass.
That goes for a gain of 31.
A gain of 31.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry.
He was brought down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
At the 10-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Carson. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Returning it, here's Spencer. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Second down at 4. From midfield, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Lock on the give, it's Lindsey. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A pickup of 5 yards. 1st down, Denver.
1st down, Broncos.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. Fighting through, and he's got space. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
Philip Lindsey, 45 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 2nd down and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson going to throw deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
14, 14, 43 to Mike, boy, 43. Check, 43. You ain't going nowhere. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Here we go. 12. Good touch.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
Fair catch.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
25-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second and 11 now.
The 24-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, watch out. Check right 54. Race no trap. Race no trap.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Come on, set. 60 yards. Right there.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down right around the 37. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That is Bruce Irvin using that speed to get in there and blow the play up. Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
That's what it is, baby. That's
Picked off at the 17. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
The extra point.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within strike. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jarrell Casey able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 15, and they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
At the 13.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
That's complete to Jake Butt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Phillip Lindsey. His